Philadelphia and Las Vegas were underway. Desert Dogs scored on their opening shift last time out as they get the face-off win from Tyrell Hamer-Jackson. A lot of that 34 and white who just had the ball a moment ago. He's in the near part of your screen, gets the ball. First shot goes in. Right past Landon Kells, and Brennan O'Neill wastes no time off the mark 60 seconds in. Whose offense have gone to that high level, second in the NLL, nearly 13 goals a game, but it's been a sloppy couple possessions out of the chute. Jackson Webster working his way in toward the crease, and yet another stop. It's a solid start for Nick Daymood.
For rebounds from missed shots, expect more of a concentrated effort in those areas, guys.
Oh, Connor Kirst right off that transition play scores. Exactly what you were talking about, Morgan, and it leads to a transition goal. A big answer from Las Vegas, and clearly to Morgan's point, the defensive intensity has been on another level for both teams to start out.
See Reese Blake, 88, getting his first action as a Desert Dog, as Dylan Hutchison the scratch on the back end here tonight for Sean Williams.
Big shot fought off up into the netting by Daymood, who does have playoff experience going back to his time in Panther City.
Absolutely, coming off a President's Cup championship as well with the Snake Island Muskies in the summer season.
Now, that pedigree a little bit surprising that so many goals have been scored against Philadelphia. Fraser goes right between the wickets. Jackson Webster back in, starting the offense as that one's poked away. And
really looking dapper over there tonight, by the way, with the three.
No doubt. I was thinking the same thing. Here's O'Neill from the right elbow. That's stopped by Kells. Being able to see him without much traffic in the way, that'll be big for Kells tonight as he gets another stop.
Yeah, I think he's settled in nicely after letting that first one by him. He's shut it down since then.
Nice pass right in front of the crease. It's just nodded away by Daymood.
It's a good look there for Donville. Now they got the reset here. Money possession. Gonna make the defense work here for a full 30.
Ball finds its way again to Donville. Draws some attention. He gives it up, but a bounce shot is stopped. Patra with the attempt.
Yeah, Vegas really looking like they are looking for off-ball cutters here. They kind of want to engage the defense on ball, set a pick off the ball, and have a guy cut through the middle and find that guy on his way to the goal.
Philadelphia, since that early goal, have not gotten a lot of clean looks on offense. They try to get some ball movement going, and a low shot is stopped again. A lot of iso ball, though, from the wings these last couple trips.
So far, you know, after a couple of early ones, both teams have settled in defensively.
Oh, off the pipe, a little bounce attempt, skipping it from Dalton Young, and a big hit on the boards.
Got to get it up here and across in 8 seconds, and they'll do the job.
Just barely. Drew Belgrave with a hit. Kirst the setup. In tight, and they score! John LaFontaine makes it 3 in a row. Jackson Webster bodying for space right in front of the crease. Instead, it's a dodge, dive, and score! No crease violation here. Desert Dogs get another one for head coach Ian Rubel. All right, now it's the offense that needs to give Philadelphia a spark. Big shot stopped from Fennell. Off momentarily. There's those loose balls you were talking about. Scooped up and forcing a good save right in front. Near follow-up won't go. That was all started by Patra.
Well, you know, we mentioned it earlier about...
Can Philadelphia work themselves back into an offensive flow? We got a goal on their opening shift from Brennan O'Neill, the former #1 overall pick, and yet again, a stoppage as we get some fisticuffs right in the crease. There's the physicality.
There we
Reese
go.
Blake, welcome to Las Vegas. His first game as a Desert Dog and getting in the mix. I have to say for Philadelphia, anything can be used as a potential spark here. Maybe that'll get him going. A little fisticuffs near the crease after a very slow 10-minute stretch of this first quarter. O'Neill with a kick save. It's a hard work to get toward the crease and a big takedown.
He was just big and strong and just has incredible balance, does Chris.
Fraser, he draws some iron. Wow.
Get a radar gun on that thing. That is well up over 100 miles an hour. I'm convinced of it.
Still a chance to reset. 10 left on the 4-on-3. Another behind the back pass with the setup for Jones. Hounded by two wings in the corner. Caputo and Blake each set to come out of the box, which they do. And now for about a minute, about a 5-second overlap between 5-on-4 and quarter expiring here, as the wings will be content to kill some of that time off.
Nice job there from Captain Canada, Chris Corbeil, still getting it done at an elite level in the National Lacrosse League.
O'Neill goes low.
It depends on the defense in front of you, a lot of where the shots are coming from, all that sort of stuff, the rebounds, the loose ball control. You got to have it all to have a successful and good numbers as a goaltender, and sometimes Landon Kells hasn't really had that in front of him. You win that battle, more often than not, you're going to come, blow the whistle, let's play some lacrosse. More often than not, you're going to come out on top on the scoreboard. And although that first shot got past Landon Kells, I think almost a perfect 14 minutes or so by Vegas in that first quarter. Let's see if they can keep it going.
And for Philadelphia, a team who had been averaging 11 goals a game, tied for 6th in the NLL, the 14 teams in the league. Scoreless the final 11 minutes of that opening frame. Mitch Jones goes low. That one stopped by Damoud. 3-on-2 for Philadelphia. Desperate for a transition goal, but Kells says no once again.
Philly defender was able to get a stick to Belgrave's hands and deter that shot.
5 seconds left in the power play, and Philadelphia makes it count. Right before it was about to expire.
What you kind of want to live your life by, right? Like you want whatever you're doing in your life, you want to be consistent at it. And same goes for box lacrosse, and this one gets waved off here. No goal.
Are you saying you don't travel with an extra mask around just in case?
Well, I do, but it's not a goalie mask.
No, that might be just a slight issue. 4-1 here nearing the midway part of the second, and finally the drought is over for Philadelphia. Eric Fennell, the 200 career goals would give you a little leeway, wouldn't it?
Yeah, well, that and probably 150 of them are the highlight variety.
That one finds its way through. Michael Sowers goes near side on Kells. And
American born as far as #1 draft picks go. CJ Kurse, the latest.
Donville on the setup with space, in tight. The Dogs score! Fraser for the second time. 5 seconds to go. Right in front of the crease. It's knocked away.
Got
loose,
time.
And Kells will fire, but it is just over the top.
A shift at a time here in this second half. Blow the whistle, Ben. Let's play some lacrosse.
And a win on the faceoff for Tyrell Hamer-Jackson, who lost 7-10 in the first half to Nick Rowlett. Get a little English on the balls. We're down inside 6 on the shot clock. On the dodge, low shot, the rebound, they score!
Caputo right where he likes to do his work.
Pass too tall from Fennell. A chance for the 2-on-1. Kurse winds up and scores!
Hello. How about it?
Yeah, true student of the game, though, as head coach Ian Rubel calls him. See where the Desert Dogs go here. Final 25 seconds of the man up. Down low, good stop by Damoud. Las Vegas have been able to neutralize a lot of that firepower tonight, but here a giveaway, and it's Liam Patton, who's fresh out of the box. Patton racing forward, forces a save out of Kells.
That's good hustle there from LaFontaine to kind of cut that path off and force.
Philadelphia has not been working on offense, so they have to go to plan B, which is hounding defense. On the breakaway, they score! And what a job by Chris Corbeil with pressure, leads to the breakaway and a goal. And as this game is worn on, it's been a lot of kind of gritty, gnarly goals through some traffic. Nothing really in the open play here in the crease. Another stop. Space for a windup. That's like a nasty deflection off the stick of Patra. Or the shot, I should say. Gets it back, and Patra puts it in. Second chime is the charm.
Clip it for Patra. I mean, this fit right into this Las Vegas defense, and I've been real impressed with Graydon Stokes.
Final shot of the quarter, and guess who's there? Landon Kells, another stop.
Yeah, definitely different ways to lead as far as leadership goes, and leading by example, just one of those. Ben, blow the whistle. Let's play some lacrosse.
Couple of debutantes tonight for Las Vegas. Preston, one of them, in tight. It's another goal. And Patra has 2 in a row to open up the lead.
Potsy, they'll pot it home. And so they got an extra body there, and let's also remember, there's maybe a chance here for LaFontaine.
Can he track it down? He can! Oh, nice stop. Daymud saw that move coming.
Right idea there for LaFontaine to try and wait him out, but back to it. Vegas also has former #1 overall pick in Tyson Gibson waiting in the wings as well. And first NLL game, nerves are probably off the charts, and I think he's performed quite well.
In tight, it's a goal. And how about this second half? Adam Patra does it again.
They got 2 5-minute segments left here to try and finish this thing off.
Big wind
Look
up.
out.
O'Neill, it's in. Just crept across the goal line. Well, once again, see their debutant, Reese Blake, chopping it up a little bit behind the play.
Yeah, he's got to stay out of that right now. Not the time.
And it leads to a goal on the other end. Jackson Webster.
And so much so that they were so impressed by Drew Belgrave, they named him the captain this season.
In tight, Patra going for a 4th in the half. He already has a natural hat trick.
From this time zone, and although, you know, it's Vancouver, as there's one for Philly late, but, you know, the trip home, if you want to go see family and friends, a lot easier to make if you're Mitch Jones.
And the Las Vegas Desert Dogs bounce back in a big way. Snap a 2-game losing streak with their best defensive effort all season behind Landon Kells in net rightly